Hi everybody, it is, well, it's actually the 8th of April 2020, and these are the patch notes for Call of Duty Season 3 for Modern Warfare and Warzone. They're dated April the 7th, but I guess it was kind of last night, wasn't it, into this morning that we've got it. Now, in this video I'm going to talk about the patch notes for Season 3, and we're also going to have a look at the Activision blog post, because the patch notes don't give us the full story about the changes you can expect. So, without further ado, let us dive in. There is this rather nutty visual representation of what's coming with Season 3. So, we're getting 3 new multiplayer maps: Anaya Incursion, Hovek Sawmill, and Talik Backlot. We've got the new operator, which is his name Alex? I think it is. A couple of new weapons are going to be included in the Battle Pass for free. Remember, with the Battle Pass, you don't have to buy it. Weapons are always free as you work your way through the Battle Pass. We're going to have vehicle skins, and then coming up in the future, we're going to have another couple of operators, Ronin and Iskra. Some more gunsmith customs that they haven't put down. Another new multiplayer map called Hard Hats. A new gunfight map called Isle 9. Custom weapons in loot boxes in Warzone, more operators, and yeah, lots of other stuff. So let's read the notes. So here we go. This might be a little bit dry, but trust me, you might hear something that go, aha, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. So general fixes: lower the max amount of XP and score given for decoy grenade assists. Back-end fixes to help memory error 1371, never did that. Fix the bug where more than one dog would be present in the squad walk in the main multiplayer menu. As an owner of a regiment, players could sometimes see an error when selecting another player in their regiment. This has been fixed. Fixed an issue where players were unable to skip cutscenes in the campaign while using keyboard and mouse. Fixed the bug where players were sometimes unable to see clan tags for other players in the social menu after restarting app or going through a power cycle. Fixed an issue where some players could encounter graphical corruptions, causing their screen to have a black shadow that followed them. This has been fixed. Fixed an area on St. Petrograd that lacked collision and allowed the recon drone to fly out of bounds. Fixed a bug that made clan tags appear twice. Fixed a bug that could prevent players from speaking to their team in a custom match if they switched teams after the match had started. Audio: lowered the volume of the plain audio during infill. Lowered the audio once you enter the gulag. Reduce the volume of occluded far and distant weapons. Now this is an interesting one for Warzone, because we probably all think that the sound of distant guns is way too loud, and distant gunfire sounds far too close. So that should be interesting to see how that has changed. Some footstep sounds while aiming down sight and crouched were cut short on the distance you could hear them, depending on the surface type. Now this is very important as well, because you've all probably had an experience where someone crept up on you and killed you, and you thought, oh, maybe they were just running dead silence, but this could have been a bug. Weapons: fixed an issue where the line breaker variant of the EBR could outperform the base version of the same weapon. Players with the cherry blossom variant of the akimbo handguns could have broken animations while ADS on ladders. This has been fixed. Firing a smoke grenade with the underbarrel 40mm smokescreen launcher did not emit any smoke from the grenade. This has been fixed. That must have been a bit frustrating. Attaching the sniper scope to the Mark II carbine while in the gunsmith would show a white opaque lens. This has been fixed. Tighten the pellet spread on the Slug 6R mags for the Model 680. Akimbo weapons now start with 2 extra mags instead of 1. Tightened up the hit spread of the VLK Rogue shotgun. Decreased the ADS spread of the shotgun slugs. Added descriptions to the slugs, noting that longer barrels and chokes improve aim down sight accuracy. And they've updated a few of the names for the shotguns. In Special Ops, they've added on-screen text to call out when a player's vehicle is damaged. Operation Headhunter: fixed for an error that could occur after launching the drone. Operation Headhunter fixed the bug where the minimap could overlap the objective on screen. And fall damage is now the same in co-op as it is in Warzone. Now, specifically for Warzone now, we now tell you how far away you are from your teammates while in a match. Fixed for the gas mask animation interrupting and blocking players from deploying their parachute. Various exploit fixes. Fixed for a bug where players were unable to revive teammates after getting interrupted during the initial revive animation. Very frustrating. Fix the bug where players could be killed by vehicles without being near the player. Fix an issue that could display the incorrect rank on screen after the player's game application had been suspended and reopened. I've definitely had that one. Fixed an issue where deploying a recon drone would use the VO lines for a personal radar. That VO was also heard by all players on the map. This has been fixed. You will have definitely had this one, where in especially early game, constantly you just hear personal radar, personal radar, personal radar. Fixed for a bug where players could become invincible if they became downed while switching seats in attack rover. I wish I'd come across that one. While spectating a player in the gulag, the option to redeploy your teammates would appear on screen, even though they cannot be redeployed. This has been fixed. If a player spectates the winning team of a battle royale match, the after action report will display the winning team score in the scoreboard tab. This has been fixed. Fix the bug where placing a shield turret on a teammate would kill them. Plunder. Fix the bug where players couldn't swap out the M13 for any other weapons in the Plunder tutorial. And Battle Royale. Fixed for players unable to self-revive a soldier. Woohoo! I've probably a dozen times when that has stopped me from carrying on with the game. But that's fixed. Good. Increase the price of the loadout drop to $10,000. So a little bit more difficult now in... Well, it's a little bit more difficult in solos. Not so much in squads, because squads is now 4-man. So you've got 4 more people looking for money, so it probably is going to be just as easy. Remove blood splatter and screen shake when being punched in the gulag waiting area. Remove lost column from BR leaderboard and replace with top 10s. This is good. This is very, very good, because one of the things that I try and get across in my videos about Warzone, Battle Royale anyway, is it's the importance of getting to the top 10s. You shouldn't really try and think, right, I need to win this game of Warzone. You should just be aiming to get to the top 10, and then whatever happens, happens then. If you can get to the top 10 enough times, you will win. But that's the important thing, surviving to the top 10. Fixed issue with final circles occurring out of bounds or in undesirable areas. I guess it's mainly to do with ones that end on top of the big stadium, where, unless you've got a helicopter, you can't get on top. Fixed issue with armor plates and kill streaks being unusable under certain conditions, and on PC several fixes to prevent crashes and improve stability. So, some interesting things. There are some really good bug fixes by the look of it. But really, to get into the meat of what's changing for Season 3, we need to look at the Activision blog post. Let's go full screen again. Here we go, and you've probably seen the trailer for Season 3 already. I think it fires up when you fire up the game. As Ghost asks Captain Price for backup, a familiar face returns to fight the evil that has invaded Verdansk. Much like many new operators who are just joining the biggest battle in Call of Duty history, he is regrouping with the operators of Armistice to turn the tide in this ongoing conflict. That operator is Alex, and he joins the ongoing battle in Verdansk in the latest update to Modern Warfare, including Warzone in Season 3. And there he is. So first thing, big one, squads is now quads. So 3-man squads gone. We've just got 4-man squads. We've also still got solos, which is cool, and this applies to Plunder as well. And this is really important now. Ground loot update. So when you find weapons in the boxes now, they will be different to the ones we've had before. And during the season, expect to see more modes and playlists that change the loot pool to specific weapon types, and high action modes such as scopes and scatterguns, so only sniper rifles and shotguns, in addition to other surprises. Furthermore, ground loot will have a continuous overhaul to diversify the strategies you can take across Warzone. Of note, expect to see every weapon type with a silenced and non-silenced variant, allowing squads to kit themselves out for silent operations or that final guns blazing shootout at the end of a battle royale. Very interesting. They've obviously decided to probably put better weapons into loot boxes, because at the moment I guess most people are just trying to get enough money to call in a supply drop so they can have their custom loadout. But they say no, come on, we're going to have some really good guns in the boxes, especially in Warzone, where it can take a lot to rank up. Like additional playlists, be on the lookout for the introduction of new weapons and blueprints in supply boxes and ground loot to Verdansk, and stay tuned for additional meta updates as Warzone further evolves. There we go, Alex and Ghost there. Is that a different skin for Ghost? So we're going to get 3 new maps in the full version of Modern Warfare for 6v6. So we've got Talsik Backlog, which is an urban city. We're getting Hovek Sawmill, and we're getting Anaya Incursion, which is a smaller version of Anaya Palace. I'll do videos on these particular maps, especially I'll be doing learn the hardpoint map rotations of these maps, probably over the weekend. I'm working all the way through till Sunday, I think. So, but so that'll be coming soon. More maps. More maps for free. How good is this? Additional content. As the season continues, expect more playlists in multiplayer like Demolition, Gun Game Reloaded, Gunfight variants, and more. No matter what and where you're fighting, be sure to check the barracks for a new batch of missions. These include XP rewards along with blueprints, skins for both operators and vehicles, and more. So dive in and watch the free content keep flowing. And it's definitely worth looking at that, because there is loads of good stuff you can get simply by following, doing some missions in a row. And that applies to the free-to-play Warzone and the multiplayer. So, we've got the new Battle Pass. It's probably about £8. It'll be full of cosmetics. And again, the things that aren't cosmetics, the guns are free to everybody if you level up past that point in the Battle Pass. So we all level up the Battle Pass at the same rate. Actually, no, tell a lie. If you bought the Battle Pass, I think last time you get a 10% increase in XP you earn, so I guess you do level up slightly quicker. But at level 15 and 31, that's when you get the two free guns. So level 15 is the Renati handgun, and at level 31 is the SKS marksman rifle, and everybody gets that. So if you don't know already, within the Battle Pass, lots of levels for each level, lots of them you only get if you've bought the Battle Pass, but there's free bits in there as well. And it's always worth getting the Battle Pass because it pays for itself. There's enough Call of Duty points within the Battle Pass, as long as you don't spend them on other stuff, like I tend to do, to buy the next one. So yeah, the Renetti is a 9mm pistol, the SKS is a 7.62x39 semi-auto carbine, and you can do lots with them. And then I won't read the spoiler, but it goes into as to why Alex is in the Warzone. And then we have vehicle skins, so this should be pretty cool. I was hoping for parachute skins, but we haven't got those either. And this is really cool. So, at Tier 10 of the Battle Pass, players will get the first of new distinct operator threads, modelled after various armed forces. So these are realistic, well, in inverted commas, milsim skins. This is just what we wanted as skins for operators. None of these fancy fantasy ones. Give us ones that are based on real military people. So we've got US Expeditionary Force, South Korean Special Forces, Pararescue, Counter-Terrorist Special Police Force. More finishing moves. One of them includes the dog. And then we've got the new operator. So we've got Ronin coming as part of the season. And there's who's that? That's Iskara. And again, you'll be able to buy these operators later on in the season. And then we've got some more trials. If you haven't tried the trials out already in Warzone or the full version of Call of Duty, these are really cool things where you spend tokens and you can earn XP. Gun course, risky parkour, shooting range, and marksman challenge. It doesn't look like they've got one, but I would recommend from Season 2 and I think Season 1, maybe, or just Season 2. I would recommend the quad racing. That is really, really, really good fun. And then upgrade to the full version. There we go, and that's it. So there we go. That has been the patch notes and the Activision blog post for Season 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Warzone. Very excited about all this content, all this free content, and obviously you can buy the Season Pass. Happy days, well done COD. I'm not looking forward to the new Call of Duty this year because I just want to keep on playing this one. Anyway, that's enough from me. Put your questions and comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.